Step 7, make a line chart of the best method in cells D25 to I43. So where that is, by the way, is, let's see, Control G, D25. So it's about here down to about here. So visible on the page. And then name the chart, whatever regression was the lowest MAPE that I got, so I'm using that for whatever lowest MAPE you got. And then dates should be vertical, and they probably are, but if they aren't, I'll show you how to do that. And then forecast line should be red, and the historic line should be blue. And the shortcuts we're going to be using is we're going to be selecting stuff with Shift N down, usually it's down, and then Shift F8 if there's non-contiguous blocks to select. And then we're going to Alt F1 to create a chart, arrows to move it, Shift arrow to resize it, or if we get off of a chart, Control Alt 5 to get back into the chart, Tab to choose the chart we want, and then Control to format a chart, and Escape to get out of the formatting. If we open up a side panel, if we're formatting one of the elements of the chart and we want to close it, it's Control Space C. F6 to toggle around to the different parts of Excel that would go back to the side panel if we get kicked out of it. And also menu. If we were selecting a chart element that we want to modify it, we go into menu. If you don't have a menu key on your keyboard, Shift F10 is how to do that. So back to their spreadsheet, my MAPE is the lowest for regression. So that's the data I'm going to be picking. So I'm going to start with date, Shift N down. And while I still hold Shift, I'm going to go to the right one to select the historic. And then I have to go Shift F8 to freeze what I've got selected so far, but then select more for the forecast in column M, Shift N down. There, now I have all my data selected, Alt F1 to make the chart, and it's the wrong type. I want it to be a line chart. So go Alt JC to be chart design, and then C to be the type of chart, and Tab to get into this dialog box, the very first column in the dialog box, columns, and I'm going to go down to line chart, and that's the very one that I want, is the very first one. So I'm going to go OK, enter to do that, and now I'm going to move it in position. So I'm going to move it across to the middle about, and then Shift left arrow to squish it, and I'm going to let go of Shift and nudge it there. Now I'm going to move it up to about there, and I'm going to escape to go out of it, and I'm going to go up. Yeah, I can see the whole thing there. That's good enough. Actually, I should make it taller. So Control Alt 5, Tab, and I'm going to make it a little bit taller, or about there, and then middle, and then Shift and up there. That's good. Now that I have it, I'm going to put the chart title to be regression forecast. So I'm going to hit Control to make the formatting, and then I'm going to go down to chart title and across and down to more options, enter, and I'm going to type regression forecast, but it won't appear until I hit enter. So regression forecast, enter. There. Now there's two parts inside the chart. There's the text part and the numbers part. Right now I'm in a text part, the title. If I hit tab, it goes down to the legend at the bottom, and I hit tab again, it goes, I know this isn't text, sorry, but it's the background. It's not the lines, it's the background. And then tab again, I'm back to the title. So if I hit Control again and go to the axes and down, now I'm in the number ones. So at first it starts with the horizontal axis, tab, and it's the lines in here, tab, it's the data, in this case historic data, tab again, it's the forecast, tab again, it's the vertical axis. So I need to change all these, but I'm going to start with the horizontal axis and Shift F10 to get into the menu. It's not letting me do that. I think it's because the panel is already on the right, the forecast. So I'm going to get there by hitting F6. So right now I'm the focus is in the spreadsheet itself. But when I hit F6, notice that it went down to the BG Fatima tab down at the bottom, and I hit it again. It goes up to the selection of where I am, and one more tab will bring it over to the format axis. And I want to go tab and then across to text options, and then tab down and go across to the different kinds of text, and then tab and then go down. Oops, I was going to escape out of that. Tab again to the text direction, and I could change it to horizontal. If it wasn't already, once I'm on here, I'm going to hit space, and I'm going to put it to the rotate to 270 degrees. That's vertical and pointing up. That's the one that's already on, but if it wasn't there, that would do it. So I'm going to now going to go back to my chart. So I'm going to F6 again, and I'm back into my chart. And I'm going to tab again. Oh, what is it? Oh, it's not, I'm not in my chart. Okay, F6, F6. Now, yeah, I'm now in my chart now. Tab, I'm in the lines, tab again. Now I'm in my data. Now I know mine's already blue, but let's just pretend it wasn't blue. So if I wanted to make it blue, actually I can just keep this blue. The next one, if I tab, this is the one I need to change. It's orange right now. I need to make it red. So I'm going to F6 to get over. Right now I'm in the sheet tab. Tab again, I'm in the upper left, chart 315. Tab again, I'm in the panel, and I'm going to go tab, tab down in color, tab, 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 tab. Now I'm on the color and it's orange, and I hit the space bar, and then go down to red. Good. And I think I've done anything. So I'm just going to escape out of here. Oh, I've got to close this side panel. So that's Control Space C. Oh, that didn't do it. Escape, 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 escape. Okay, now I'm going to close this side panel by going F6, F6, F6. Now Control Space C. There. And I've got my chart.